Mobin is a dropout.
Dropout.
What is the dropout? So, something you will pull to be able to say. And one of the best way to say is go to their website and see what you write there in your profile. Why do you write that? You write that because it sells. You know that somebody is going to feel comfortable reading that profile. Of course, if nothing is there, you'll have to figure out something, right? So you will appoint a board before you get down to hiring. You will say, okay, forget it, let me get 2 people on board who will be advisors to me and who come with at least some history of background and all that. So they are waiting. And you will let me get 2 customers myself only on board, which will give enough comfort to somebody joining in that listen, the idea has the power. So if focus cannot be you, then you will want the focus to be the idea. And you say, let me build the power of idea itself. Let me go and file for some nomination of a great idea.
That is what is. So what sells more? Is it the idea that sells more, or it is the person who sells more? In terms of recruiting.
See, both will work.
But it is the aspirations of the guy who wants to join you. It depends on that, right? Also, see what happens is when you want to hire somebody, okay, it may not. It's not something about that month. It could be take a year, it may take 2 years, it may take 3 years, whatever it is, right? So basically it is, if you have an eye on a guy and a role for him, then you will keep selling him at a different points in time.
It is like understanding the potential customer. Because say if Sachin as a startup is hiring Kapil Dev, then you must understand what will motivate Kapil.
That's right, absolutely.
And you know that Kapil Dev will help you run your company into growth phase.
You won't ask Kapil Dev to go there and generate leads. Right? So he'll get fed up, he'll say what kind of rules.
But as per your experience, what have been the key motivators for Kapil Devs to join Sachin Tendulkar?
Winning.
That's it.
Winning. Anyone till 70, 80, whatever age, right? The desire to win never ends. And then of course, at a certain age, there is a desire to give back, right? And contribute and look at a little broader perspective, right? Or there is a desire to cover up on things which you wanted to and couldn't give it enough attention to, things like that. So you'll have to play accordingly. It's very, very customized to win which environment you are. But let me also cover one more thing quickly before you end up. Yeah.
Probably also a comfort level would be required. Say Kapil Dev wants to join Sachin, if there is a generation gap, you require that comfort level to know that it will be accepted with all the...
That's right. So comfort level is important in any scenario, but we should not get carried away with that. And remember, it's not your comfort level, it's the business plan's comfort level. Right? You have comfort level with the person, you both will end up being comfortable, the plan doesn't get achieved. So, that is not a comfort. Right? The only sacrosanct entity in a business is the business plan, nothing else. Right? So, never try and adjust it, everyone. Try to achieve it only. Because that, if you start slipping on that, then there is no end to it. So, live for the plan. If you want to really grow it like that, then live for the plan. You have to take it seriously, then start. The other thing I am saying is if you have eye on the plan, when you hire with a lot of effort and somebody leaves you, you will not be devastated. Because you would know how and with which process you had hired the first one. So you would know that I still know the process. So I can still hire the second one. Because you have clarity, it will allow you to hire every time. So you will not be too much worried about, and you will not chase people till miles about saying, hey, why are you going, what has happened, my key person has left and all that, right? Because when you live with the plan and with the clarity, you know that hiring another person for me is basically about 20 days. So anybody who leaves the company can set you back by 20 days. Right? So you have factored that in the plan. Saying that 20% people or 30% people in first year are going to leave me, they all will set me back by 20 days, you will set your numbers accordingly. Just set.
Also see in the startup phase, understand these are the roles, right? So there could be one person carrying multiple roles, but you should carry that knowingly. Right, with an information that okay, today I am carrying that 2 roles, 3 roles, whatever, 4 roles. And when you get a chance, when you have a budget, when you have resources, at that time you separate and look forward. So that is very, the clarity is very important.
Because sometimes what happens is
They
yeah.
don't want to hold, they want to hold on to it.
Yeah. So see, basically, when you want to release something, right? So you will have to figure out another agenda for you. Then you will leave. Okay. Otherwise, you will hold on to that only because you don't have any other thing to do. And that is very, very common when person is moving from an executor state to a manager state. That is the biggest stage.
Delegation.
Right, because he would be so uncomfortable delegating. He would be so uncomfortable training people that he said, might as well I only will do it. And then make the other guy redundant.
Also, when you're playing multiple roles, you tend to play one role more than others.
Yeah.
And then you find that you're getting more business, but you're not executing, or you're
Yeah.
focusing on executing
Yeah.
and not getting because
Yeah.
you're comfortable with one part and not
Sure.
comfortable with the other.
Yeah.
And if you're comfortable in executing, maybe hire a manager for yourself. And maybe hire a CEO for yourself.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
How good are
If you,
retention
if
bonuses
you
have
own
been?
most of the company and if you hire the CEO and still you execute.
No, so initially, see, you will have to execute also and think also. You will have to do that, right? Later on, also thinking. See, entrepreneur till quite a stage will have to continue thinking because your model will take while. Most of your consumption will go into the model. See, he has to differentiate himself as a. This numbers is fine, but he still hasn't found the answer. He still doesn't know what differentiates him. How is he different from so many other things? Right? So his primary occupation for first 3 years is going to be only finding answer to that. Numbers will come, right? So revenue will keep coming, but that is not what he wanted to make. So he will have to still find that hook which makes him the number one. So for him, the job is not over.
How good
Once you
these
have
retention bonuses have been in, at the startup entities in retaining the employees? Or is it like really effective, or they just take it at the end of the year and what has been
So,
your
see,
average?
Thumb rule is anyone who is joined will leave. Question only is who will live in 1 year, who will live in 2 years, who will live in 3 years. So I don't think we have to indulge in this thing about
Retention, yeah.
how to hold,
If
how to
your
retain.
business plan is moving, everybody will stick with you, right? So better focus on a business plan. Retention would happen automatically. It's only when we do not live on the business plan, retention would become a problem. And when you try addressing retention, you will lose more.
I lose more. Absolutely.
See that they are going to
They're growing. Yeah. See, from 10 lakh, if he is able to get 1 crore this year, right? I mean, who is going to leave?
That is a growth.
Yeah, from 10 lakh to 1 crore, kind of a growth, right? They will forget everything and say, okay, let's stick. But the problem is after that 1 crore, where are you going?
1.5.
So that's where people will leave, right? 10 से 1 पे गया, 1 से 1.5 का टारगेट बनाया. That's where people will say, अभी तो
What is business plan? Is it only numbers or what?
मोटा मोटा यही है, right? अब इसको you have to
Because
get.
for me, when I started off for this place, the business plan also, so the numbers have radically changed.
Change, yeah. Business plan gets revised, right?
I don't think it's just about numbers. Business plan is not just about numbers.
See, the first, right? See, why the first question in the alignment framework is the top line, right? So, if you have top line identified right, then entire business plan will get made.
But the top line itself can change, is what I'm saying.
If you add a different revenue stream, then yeah.
There's no parameter for.
But everything would be linked to that, right?
Your plan at least has to be linked to the top line. So if you
It's a
plan
top
at-
number on your aspiration, right? Or your top number on your business aspiration.
See,
That's
so
why you
see,
have to eye on it.
if you want to generate a 10 lakh business, okay, which guy you will select who is the owner? If you want to generate versus a 1 crore business, which guy you will select? And what is the plan that you will have for it? So it is all top down, right? So first you will say, okay, what is the kind of a money that I want to make, right? What is the kind of a turnover I want to make, right? It may not be in the year 1. It could be 3 years and then you break down into whatever. But ultimately it's all numbers, right? Numbers will give you then the layout for the entire plan. Which people, which process, which marketing tool, how am I going to do this? So that all will.
And it's going to be our number. So it may not be top line number also. It may become another number.
Yeah.
But the number it is going to be anyway.
So for e-commerce company it could be subscribers, right?
Yeah,
Whatever. So it is ultimately a number.
You may want to get users, right?
Ah.
Your first target is first year. We only can look at the number of users.
Yeah.
So then we'll change that number of users. We'll put a plan on how we get this number of users.
How do you trick people into
Last year,
signing?
Whatever.
last year, started with that note. The founding CEO was a bad accident, an random accident. So, I mean, the startup was pretty much written off by a lot of people. So, do you see any kind of contingency plans being put in by startups, early stage startups or even mid stage startups, to protect against that sort of thing, to protect the key members? I mean, is it a normal thing or is it something that I'm just, I mean, is it...
No, it's a good idea. Investors ask for it, right? So one of the favorite questions of investors would be what happens if you're hit by a truck.
Yeah, I mean...
But I mean, I have not seen, this plan also is not there with the startups. First plan. So contingency plan is a very fun plan. So, I mean, it's good to have, but I don't see that as happening. Because the base plan itself is so much to consuming. You are still arriving at it, you're fine tuning, right?
Okay, this is like asking to a devil, but what would be the best way for startups to work with HR consultancies when they are at a very little stage and they can't afford those 1 month commissions and all that? So, is there a way that we can structure some kind of a deal where it's a win-win situation in the long run for both the guys?
See, in a startup, build it inside. Have somebody, no matter how junior, inside who's trained to recruit for you. Give them access to job site, give them access to LinkedIn and all that, whatever. Train your receptionist, doesn't matter. Office coordinator, because it's not HR job. Hiring is not HR job. Hiring is pretty much about sales, right? Closing positions. You have a strong story, put the content yourself, train the person to drive it, right? And go and attend events. For an example, if you have come to this event, people who are running the business, if you have come to this event without your HR person, right, you are not serious about hiring anyways. These are the places where you find people who are interested in working with startups floating around, right? They are there as volunteers, they are there as learners or whatever. Your HR should be here along with you. So when you register for these events, get your HR. So while you listen and you can network, they will scout for potential employees.
But are there companies who work on little flexible models?
No, so there are people in recruiting. There would be some 20-25,000 consultants, right? And there will be consultants who work for whatever. There are companies, of course. They ask for 1 month. In today's market, if you give them 15 days, also nobody will deny. You can do that. But see, that's all limited. Those are not final answers. Right? Answers have to be built inside. That predictability that I can hire any replacement in 20 days will come only if you have a grip on it.
No, it's not that we want to pay 15 days or something like that. It's because pay peanut, get monkey.
Yeah, this is right.
But even 1 month or even 2 months, if we get the right guy, we don't mind. Who's delivering for it. Because 2 months salary is nothing if he's getting us millions of business. But at this stage, we would want that little support. Where you could have it stretched out instead of that upfront 1 month, whatever, something like that. Is that our company flexible for that? Or
no, I'm sure would it be.
Just ask.
Friends, like we have another session which is going to happen at 6, and Prashant has given more of time than any other speaker. And all the rooms are appreciation from Ty and all of us. We'll give them a small memento. This is midday meals that we donate on behalf of them.
I'll work out something.